The day has begun. A little bit after 7. Really nice and bright already. Getting ready to cross the stream, it looks like, and possibly get some breakfast down here for some trail magic. If not, oh, I thought I had to cross right here. There's a bridge up here. If not, then I have plenty of breakfast in my bear can, but I've held off because I hear in about a mile there's some trail magic up here at the parking lot. So probably the same guy, fresh ground, as yesterday with the spaghetti. He probably just moved up to the next parking lot as he moves on down the trail. But it's going to be a big day. At least that's the plan. A lot of miles today, so see what happens, see how far we can get. Probably because I was close to that water right there, kind of stuffy and had some headaches this morning, but everything's good now. Took some Excedrin about 4 o'clock in the morning. The headache subsided, but still a little stuffy. That happens a lot when I'm camped near water. But it's better to be camped near water than not near water. I'm not a fan of dry camping myself. But anyway, we're continuing on here. Big miles today. Hopefully some really epic views too. Little open area here. I mean, there's trees, but it seems open. It feels open, probably because all these trees down, and there's definitely some fire damage. So must have been an area burnt at some point. Definitely, yeah. I would say about a third of the trees that I see standing have some sort of fire damage on them. So it looks like that's what happened here. It definitely gives it a different feel. You can see the mountains wrapping all around. Sun coming through the trees. Again, it's a sad thing to see, but at the same time, it still has its own beauty too. Got to take it all in. This is definitely not an area I'd want to camp at now. Done it before though. There's an area around Mount Jefferson in Oregon that on the PCT last year. Man, what was it, 20, 30 miles, maybe more, of all burn. You had to find the lesser of the evil, so to speak, to camp in. I still heard creaking and everything all night long. Definitely makes you pray a little bit. All right, so starting the day off here. Had some breakfast. Fresh grounds again. That's now the 5th time that I've seen him out on this trail. He moved up the road, so from where I ate the spaghetti yesterday to here, it was, I don't know, 7 or 8 mile difference. Basically just moved up the road, hoping to find some other hikers and, you know, wanting to feed those that he fed yesterday that might be in that area as well. Give them a good breakfast to start their day. So I appreciate it. Blueberry pancakes, potatoes, bacon, orange juice, coffee. All the stuff you need to get you going. But right now it's a little chilly, not too bad. Maybe 50, maybe 40 something even. Probably 40 something to be honest, because my hands are a little chilly. They don't usually get chilly at 50. But it's supposed to be up in the 70s today, and then like 80 tomorrow. So a couple really warm days coming at me here. I welcome that. Get me some vitamin D, hopefully. Hopefully it'll be sunny. And hopefully pound out a lot of miles. Got some big plans for today and tomorrow. See how many miles we could get. And see where it puts me for tomorrow. And we'll talk about that a little later here. As far as kind of what my plans are. I don't want to talk about it right now because it's too early in the day. But carrying on. The views from the office right now, once again. Beautiful. About 3 miles in, 900 feet of elevation so far. About another 1,000 or so to go on this first climb. Trail's in really good shape, not too many rocks or roots, so able to have a good momentum going. Just kind of climbing up this ridge line right now. Beautiful views. Warmed up super quick today so far. So it's going to be a nice warm day. Good hiking day. It's so beautiful out here. As you can see, just climbing up. Well, at least I think you could see. I know it doesn't show a lot of depth on the videos a lot of times, especially if you watch the videos on a smaller device like a phone or whatnot. But definitely going up, but more of a gradual climb, not too steep. Like up here, looks like about a 20 foot steepness. Real short spurt so far of steep, not too bad. Getting that blood flowing and sweat pouring right off the bat today. Like here, yeah, it's a little steep right here, but not too bad. All right, carrying on, a lot of miles to do today. $1,700 feet into the trip today, and I'm pouring sweat, and the flies are everywhere. It must be spring. I think you know what that means. Well, you don't get the greatest views here with all these trees, but you can definitely see some views. So after a 2,000 foot climb on a beautiful warm spring day, not a lot of views with the trees. I can definitely see some mountains and beautiful valley in the background, but a lot of trees are backing that off. But Kelly's knob is in the bag. Walking through a pasture again. You can see over there, there's some cows at this pasture. I don't know if I'm going to walk in that section or if they're fenced off from this. I don't know, but can definitely see some farm animals out here. This first time in all the pastures I've been at this year on the AT that I've seen any farm animals. Well, it sure is beautiful, man. Just came out of the woods there, the forest. It is a nice warm day. I have my sleeves rolled up right now, trying to reduce the farmer tan. But I don't know, the shirt might have to come off today. It's pretty warm, no wind whatsoever. So I might have to get a little comfortable and keep myself cool today, because there's quite a bit of elevation coming. Not right now, but oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Wow. Birds, beautiful songs. So peaceful right here. Singing birdies. Taking a little lunch here in this meadow and pasture. Sit down right at one of the white blazes. Right off the trail. Absolutely beautiful views. Couldn't pass it up. Gorgeous. Eating peanut butter and cheese. This is the life. One more 360 of the meadows and pastures around. Heading up this right now. And then it looks like it goes back into the forest. The trees. After a little while. And starts climbing up. Actually, it's climbing up right now. But start really climbing once we get back in there. Again to the top of another ridge. All right, let's do some conquering. So as I'm climbing up this last of the meadows and pastures here, and yes, my shirt is off. It is warm. It's probably 80 degrees, and I want some sun. As you can see, my shoulders and below is quite white. Probably the palest I've ever been. This Florida boy who spends all his time in the mountains at this point and hasn't been to a beach for a couple years is pale, but that's okay. Hopefully you can see all those mountains behind me. That's why I'm holding it at this angle, so you can see those mountains I'm walking away from as I'm walking towards other mountains. But loose plan, the vicinity I'm in right now is getting close to what is known as the Triple Crown of Virginia. That is Dragon Tooth, McAfee Knob, and the Tinker Cliffs. In order to do that, you, as far as I understand, and the way I've heard it explained, you have to do that Triple Crown within one day. Well, in order to position myself correctly, that meant that I need to do a lot of high mileage today, because I want to do it tomorrow if possible, because the next day after that it is supposed to rain. I don't want to do those 3 or even part of those 3 in the rain. I would like it to be on a nice beautiful day like this, where it's sunny and like 80 degrees. Get the great views, but then also the rocks aren't slippery as well. So that would mean like a 32-mile day to get me right in front of Dragon's Tooth. So that's the loose plan, but I have a plan B and a plan C. I think there's a hostel a few miles before that, and there's obviously tent sites and shelters before that as well. It would just add to my mileage tomorrow, so I might be looking at 27 or 28 today instead of going right to Dragon's Tooth or right close to it, because that would also be a lot of elevation. It'd be almost 7,500 from where I was, and when I get to 6,500 or so, I'm pretty pooped for the day. So I'm gonna play it by ear, but that is the plan, to get close enough to where I can try to knock out the Triple Crown in one day of Virginia. 3 epic views, one of which at least is a little bit technical, on a rock, climbing, scrambling, putting the poles down and using your hands. So we'll see what happens, but that's the loose plan, is get as many miles today as I can to make that shorter for me tomorrow. But now the new wrench is, I'm almost out of juice on my phone, and I only have like 1 bar left on my port on my charger to charge the phone with. So if I could get to a hostel tonight, that would be great. Could charge everything up and then still be able to do the Triple Crown tomorrow. So playing it by ear, seeing how far I could go. Not gonna push myself too hard, but definitely gonna push myself, because that's what I do. All right, back at it. Over there is where you've already seen, coming through a little bit of forest and out in some more meadow and open area. This is some more mountains in the background. Some pastures. It's beautiful greens, trees that haven't blossomed yet, mixed with pines and green grass. Over here is where I'm going, and I believe up in those mountains, either there or it turns over here somewhere, is what I'll be climbing next. But these beautiful views, man. I love it when it opens up and you can see it all. Gorgeous stuff. This here is the oldest oak tree in the southern AT. It is huge, for an oak tree especially. Estimated at about 300 years old. Kefir oak. It even has its own name. Pretty cool. About 13 miles in today so far. About 3,500 in elevation. Been a lot of climbing, I guess. A couple of those, including the one I just did, was pretty steep. So I knew it on those, but there's about another 1,500 or so there that I guess I wasn't aware of. Must have been some of the gradual ones, like through the pastures and such. But very warm out today. Doing a lot of sweating, so doing a lot of drinking of water, so I don't obviously get dehydrated. Up here on top of the mountain that I'm on right now, or ridge line I should say, it is definitely a little shadier. I don't think it's because of the trees though, because that's pretty wide open, as you can see. Looks like buds are coming in on some of those trees. But the cloud, there's a cloud right above me, a cumulus cloud, not a storm cloud. The sun is kind of hiding behind that right now, so it definitely helps keep me a little cooler. There's no breeze whatsoever. Definitely could use a little bit of a breeze. It's like 50-mile-per-hour winds or nothing out here. Give me a little something in between. Nah, I'm totally joking. I'll take this warmth any day. I like 65 and 70 for hiking too, but I like a good 80-degree day. get those toxins out of the body, make you feel alive. All right, continuing on. So this is the crest of Sinking Creek Mountain. And these big cairns, man-made cairns, of course. I guess it could be God-made. I don't know. But these are man-made. And they go on for about a mile in this area. Some are bigger than others. And it's believed that these were used by the farmers of yesteryear, like in the pioneer days. It's pretty cool. I wonder what they would use them for. Like maybe this was before trail, so they used this to know where they were or where they were going. I don't really know. There's a couple more big ones here. Supposedly there's dozens of them. I've probably seen at least a dozen already. Hey, it's pretty cool. But these are cairns on Sinking Creek Mountain, in which I'm on the crest of right now. And it looks like I'm at the highest point. And according to the map, it looks like I'm at the highest point. So Sinking Creek Mountain is in the bag. Hard to hold the phone when you're doing that. Whew. That was a tight little squeeze right there. A lot of great views on this ridgeline. So the trail climbs up here and comes over here. And I'm going to walk down this section and come up here. But basically right on the edge of these ledges. This is freaking awesome. You don't get to see this very often out here. That's gorgeous. Yeah, baby. Look at those flowers over there coming in. It's spring. Of course, I could tell you that just because it feels 80 degrees, or is 80 degrees. Doesn't feel it. It is 80 degrees. Feels like 100. All right, beauty from the top of ledges. Those rocks there at the end weren't near as bad. There was a little 20 or 30 yard section where the rocks were slanted way down right onto a deep drop off, and I couldn't, I mean I could, obviously I did, but it was definitely a little bit anxiety inducing. That's the first time I've felt that here in the Appalachian Trail, where you have a straight drop off and you don't really have a trail to walk on. You just have a bunch of slanted rocks, and I would not want to do those on ice or when it's wet from rain. So I'm glad I got it when it was dry, but still caused a little of anxiety in this old boy, not gonna lie. All right, well, I'm going to put the phone down for that one. There's one nice little view, though, before I do that. All right, that right there, slanted rock. Not as much of a drop-off right here, but still falls down quite a bit with that beautiful view over there. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm not a fan of that. Nope. And this is the other side that I'm going through right now. That other lasted a good half a mile. Just kept thinking it was going to be done and go back to a normal trail. And, ooh, more slanted rock. A lot of times there was a little bit of dirt like that down there you could kind of walk on, but then sometimes it gave way and you had to walk slanted on the rock, which, ooh, boy. I don't know. Apparently I don't trust myself on it. It's definitely going very cautiously, and it is very anxiety inducing. The first time I think I've literally had a little fear going on in me out here in the Appalachian Trail so far. And I'm sure there's going to be even more of that where I'm going tomorrow. Part of this slanted rock up here on these ledges are a little scary at times. Just some of it though. But you can't beat that view. That is epic. Here's a sign marking the Eastern Continental Divide. What exactly is the Eastern Continental Divide, you ask? Well, let's ask one of Fortune's many personalities.
Well, thank you. So you see what it is here we're on Sinking Creek Mountain, and over here is east, okay? All the waters from the east flow into the Atlantic Ocean from here, okay? And if we come over here, this side of Sinking Creek Mountain is the west, okay? All of the waters over here flow into the Mississippi River and the Gulf of Mexico, okay? All right. We shouldn't be talking about this, though. We should be hiking.
That's up from the trail. And that's down from the trail. Notice the difference? This is all clean. This side over here looks like the mountain left all of its toys out. Needs to clean its mess up. What a long day. A lot of miles, a lot of elevation. I think I'm right around 6 in elevation and I don't know, 28 or 29 miles today. Well, by the time I'm stopping up here in a little bit, sun is setting. I'll still be done before dark, but I've put myself in good position. Well, I will by the time I'm done for tomorrow, and to see if I can do the Triple Crown of Virginia all in one day. If I can't do it in one day, no big deal. It's all about living life and taking it all in. But I'm going to try my best to do it all in one day. The miles is very much in line with what I already do. But I have proven that on rocks, some kind of rocks more than others, I go a little slower. And I know Dragon's Tooth has some rocks and some scrambling a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Take it as it comes. If I have to go slow, I have to go slow. If I have to go normal speed, I'll go normal speed. But I'm taking it all in no matter what. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome experience. And hopefully some great views and great video to go along with it.